Yaslin, and today my partners and I will be cooking lasagna. And to cook lasagna, we will be using lasagna pasta, and we'll use laurel leaves, also a pound of ground beef, and half of a garlic, single Kraft cheese, traditional sauce, and half an onion. So we're gonna start off by putting the garlic in the pan with olive oil, and we're also gonna put onion to give the ground beef flavor.
So for the type of cooker we're going to use is a pan to fry the garlic and the onions. And the other type of cooker we're going to use is a cylinder pot with fire to heat the water so it could boil.
Keep this step out of children's reach, because the olive oil does jump.
And a safety issue is that whenever you're cooking, you have to make sure, like she said, that kids are not in reach of this. Make sure that kids do not touch the water in the pans because they get really hot. And always hold the tip of it just in case, because this part of it, the metal part, will always get hotter. Yeah.
We're gonna put in the ground beef since the garlic and the onions are well cooked.
Okay, and then observe how she's putting in the meat. She isn't putting everything all at once, because if you're too close and you just drop the meat, it will bounce back and you will obviously get burnt. So you have to make sure you're really cautious with this. So, yeah.
Now that the water is boiling, we're gonna add the laurel leaves to give the pasta some flavors. And we're gonna go ahead and put them in.
Make sure you don't touch this while you're putting them in. Like, be cautious on how you put these in, because you could get burned as well. And make sure not to drop them all at once, because obviously
Now I'm gonna add the traditional sauce, tomato sauce.
make sure you're putting it the way she's doing it, not so top, not so low, because if it bounces back, it could burn you too.
So for this part, the sauce is considered a preserving food because it's in a container, and which is considered to be canning, and you can have it for a long time till the day it expires.
You have to pour it all out, and then you have to wash it out with cold water. This thing is hot. And then be careful with the smoke, because make sure you're cautious with when you're holding the pan too. Like, don't put your skin on this, because you will get burnt. Let go.
As you can see, now she's adding the ground beef with tomato sauce on top of the pasta. And now she is adding the single Kraft cheese on top of the...
Okay. So I'm putting the time to 15 minutes so the lasagna could get cooked, right? And you have to put it at 300.
Okay, so I'm gonna be explaining heat and what it has to do with conduction, convection, and radiation. When you open the oven, radiation comes out due to the air, which is really, really hot, and that's one of our examples. A second example is conduction. It's directly through the solid, and that is also what ends up cooking the food really fast. And if you notice, whenever you cook something in an oven, the bottom part or the top part is always burned due to the conduction of it.
Lasagna was originated in Italy. It came from a city called Naples. The first recipe was created in the Middle Ages. It was published in a book called Libre de Cucina, and it became a traditional Italian dish.
It came out very delicious.
Very hot, but Bomb. Hi. Hi, my name is Lasagna.